going on, everyone? So we're going to do a little live tonight. Have not been on YouTube in quite some time. I've been away, but finally have a little bit of time. Did a little family vacation. I hadn't been away with my family for a long time because I've been doing baseball for the last 8 months or so, 9 months, 11 months. Basically since last December 1st, we started our workouts. Hi, G. So, hi, John. What's up, Josh? So we go December, January, February, March, winter workouts, and April, May, June is high school and 10 through 14U, and then July and August, and mostly July and August are our older teams playing, and August is tryouts, and September and October is fall ball, and then finally November is a little bit of a break, not really. Hi, Pete. What's up? Henry. Hi, John. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hey, Fort Myers, Florida. That's where I am right now. Well, I'm in Florida, not Fort Myers. What's going on, everyone? Hi, Jason. What's up, Brad? If everyone could do me a favor, give the video a like, that would be awesome. Joshua, can I tell you how to go D1? Well, the first step is you have to have the ability to go D1. So I would start there. I think most players that have the ability, not that you don't have to do anything, but you have to start with the ability. You can't trick anyone into taking you. I was actually, John, I was supposed to head to Fort Myers the day the hurricane hit for a tournament, and it got canceled. Hi, Gavin. Facility's been great. So, hey, Frankie, what's up? You know, sometimes when it comes to recruiting, players think they can like trick coaches somehow. You know, like, oh, I have a special connection. You know, I know this person that's gonna, get me this scholarship or this spot at a school. You can't really trick anyone. There's no tricking. You have to be really good. So that's the main thing. And then after that, it's this isn't just to play D1. D1, you have to just be really good, really, really, really good. Like less than 2% of high school players play D1. Maybe less than 1% now with this transfer portal and all this crazy stuff. But how much time and effort does it take to go pro? I don't know an exact number, but you don't go pro by accident. So you have to be extremely dedicated. I dedicated a lot of years of my life to baseball to go professional. A lot of people do that and don't go professional. I'm actually leaving Florida very soon, so I will not be seeing Brady play. He had a bye while I was here. All right, we got 44 people, 47 people, almost up at 50. If everyone could give the video a like. Any advice for younger players during the winter off season? Well, we start our winter workouts in a week, and we start working with our players, and so I don't know if I have any special advice for you. I think it's perfectly fine to play other sports during the winter. I always recommend that our players play as many sports as possible, but there are players that just want to do baseball. And even if you're doing another winter sport, you can still, get your time in when it comes to practicing baseball and continue your development. So I don't have anything special in the winter. That I think it's always the same. If you're going to do it, you're going to work hard, you're going to focus, pick something that you need to improve on, evaluate your play during your season, see what it is that needs the biggest improvement. Maybe it's your swing, maybe it's your body, maybe it's your speed, maybe it's all of that. So you guys are probably going to hear my kids talking a little bit in the background, so they're hanging out in the living room next to me. Hi, Billy. Least favorite pitch to hit was probably the split finger. So a really good split finger or a really good slider. But I would say probably a really good split finger is really hard to hit. Craig, I'm posting as many instructional videos as I can, so I'll keep posting them. Hi, Nicholas. I think we're over 2,000 videos now. They're not all instructional, but I've been adding a lot of YouTube shorts. I found that to be kind of a cool way to just give like a quick, like 45 second, 30 second, 45 second, 1 minute, just quick info for you, quick piece of advice. Thanks, Esteban. No, I don't think launch angle is over taught. I don't think that's why the batting average is low. I think it starts off with pitching is better than it's ever been. I know people that played the game back in the day might say that's not true, but I think it's pretty easy to see that pitchers are throwing harder than they've ever thrown before. Their breaking stuff is harder and better than it's ever been before. So pitching is really, really, really good, which makes hitting even more hard. I do think philosophies have changed over the years where, power pitching has clearly, there's more power pitchers than ever before, and there's more power hitters than ever before. And so I think that it's hard to be, someone asked me a few days ago, they said, why don't more power hitters hit for better averages? Why do they just hit for power? And it's like, it's really hard to just hit for power in the big leagues, or it's really hard to just hit for average in the big leagues. But to be able to do both, hit for power and for average, is like, there's only a few hitters that can do that. There's not many. Those hitters, most of them go to the Hall of Fame. So it's really, really hard to do both. I don't know if that answered your question, but so I'm not for the launch angle. So I think what people confuse, right? So you just said, are you for the launch angle or for the flat path? So like a launch angle is just the angle, it's how the ball comes off the bat. So the whole idea of like this launch angle swing, I don't know what that is. I know what people when they say that think like swing way up through the ball. But I think if you watch a lot of the better hitters that have played this game, everybody's bat is going to move slightly up through the hitting zone. I don't promote a way uphill swing, and I don't promote a downhill swing. Your barrel is going to start to work down as it starts to turn, and then it's going to start to level out, and then it's going to start to work slightly up through the hitting zone. So, that's what I teach. I think that's what if you study the best hitters in the game, that's what most of them do. Questions are going fast. If everyone could give the video a thumbs up, that'd be great. Do I think the Yanks will re-sign Judge? I don't know. I've been hearing some San Francisco talk lately, so I'm sure they'd like to, but questions are, whoops, sorry, trying to get the questions back up here. Yeah, he's from California, I believe, so, I don't know if that means he's going out there, but how many swings from a machine is a good amount per session? 200, too much for a 15-year-old kid 3 times a week? Yeah, 200 is a lot of swings. I don't know if you need that many swings. At the same time, throughout my life hitting, I've taken different amounts of swings. There's some days I go hit and, I'll take 50 swings and that feels great. Swing feels awesome, I'm done. There might be some days where I feel like crap and I'm really working on stuff and I might take 200 swings. I might take more than 200 swings. So it really depends. I don't show up and say like, okay, this is how many swings I'm taking. It really depends on the day. It depends on what I'm working on. Depends on how I'm feeling. Right, exactly. And quality over quantity, I agree. I see a lot of players think like, oh, I got to take, 50 swings a day or 100 swings a day. And it's just like crap swings. I'd rather you take 50 great swings than 200 just so-so swings or crappy swings. Why don't you see any batters choke up on the bat? So, hold on one sec. I'm gonna shift my camera angle just a little bit this way. If I can do that, I don't know if I'll be able to now. There we go, put it right there. Perfect. Yeah, so not a lot of players choke up. Why is that? It really depends. You know, here's the thing with choking up. I do think it gives you a little bit more back control, but I also do think that some players just like, they don't, it's just a different feel for them, and they don't like that. And so they just, they take their swing. I think you don't have to make a physical adjustment when it comes to two strikes, but I think what you need to do is you need to have a two-strike approach. So something mentally changes when you get the two strikes. And so, if you're going up with two strikes and you're having the same approach that you had with less than two strikes, that's not a good thing. So to break it down as simple as possible, really, everyone should have two approaches. You should have your non-two-strike approach and your two-strike approach. And your two-strike approach, typically, like what I typically talk about for a two-strike approach is, we want to think about text me if she needed me. I said, send me a text because I'm going on YouTube, and she doesn't seem to want to listen to what I told her. So I might have to get off in a second because she continues to call me. Let's see if she's smart enough to send a text message. So, I lost my train of thought. So a typical two-strike approach that I'm going to use is I'm going to think about driving the fastball to the opposite field gap, which allows me to back the ball up. It allows me to let the ball travel. Gives me the best opportunity to see the ball for the longest period of time. What I don't want to be with two strikes is early, right? So it allows me to be a little bit later, see the ball longer, hit the opposite field gap with a fastball, and now if it's a breaking ball or something slow, I'll probably pull it. So it gives me the ability to hit multiple pitches. And so I think that's like a really simple two-strike approach that most players can adopt. But what you don't want to be with two strikes is you don't want to be early. You don't want to be guessing pitches. You don't want to be jumping at pitches. You don't want to be trying to hit fastballs to the pull side, because if you do and you get something off speed, you're out. High school teams doing well. We can't do anything high school wise right now. It's against the rules. So, but our high school team will be solid this coming spring. But I can't work with those guys until we get to the first day of tryouts, which is the third Monday of March. Which player do I think has the best mechanics ever? I think a lot of players have really good mechanics. I think Barry Bonds had great mechanics. I think, really all the great hitters. Mike Trout has great mechanics. I think Manny Ramirez had amazing mechanics. I think if you go and look at stats and look at, players that hit for power but also hit for pretty high average, those players, most of them have pretty darn good mechanics. They didn't get lucky. Is Aaron Judge the true home run single season champion? No, I would say Barry Bonds is. Dansby and the Braves, I have not watched. What's going on? Nothing. Oh. I don't know what's going on with Dansby and the Braves, so. Can you be a great hitter if you only hit pull side? So there's been definitely good hitters that mostly pull the ball. And there's been some hitters that use the entire field really well. So I think you can be a really good hitter and mostly pull the ball. Yeah. Win Reality, I've used it. I think it's pretty cool. Hey, what's going on, Flyers fan? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Oh.
Oh. You just jumped up there. All right, sit down. Sorry, I missed a couple. I can't throw BP as a coach. TM machine gets old. What else can I do? So we use a bunch of different things. So, we're throwing batting practice where we are using machines, flip work, tees, all kinds of stuff. So, if you can't throw BP, it's not the end of the world. I do think that you probably do need someone on the staff that can throw some BP because, we like to mix it up. So I'm always trying to change the speed at which we throw, the velocity, how we're throwing it. Yes.
What is this?
Right hand, left hand. That's dish soap. You don't want to use that.
What? No.
We have a super chat, everyone. Dan Young, thank you so much for the super chat. As a player, did you ever have any interaction with the Phillies or Phillies organization? I'd love to hear your opinion about the franchise from a player's perspective. Happy belated Thanksgiving. Maddie, do you need me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Let me answer this question quick, and then I'm going to jump off, and then I'm going to jump back on because Maddie and Mia both need me real quick. So my interactions with the Phillies, I didn't have a ton of interactions. I've played against the Phillies, but I don't. What are you doing over there?
Scrubbing.
Oh, Mia's doing the dishes. And I played the Phillies a long time ago. So I don't really have anything specific to say. I played mostly Dodgers. I played mostly the NL West teams because I wasn't up long enough. But hell of a season for the Phillies this year. Yeah, Phillies fans are definitely passionate about their team. All right, everyone. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go and see what's going on with both of my kids. So Mia looks like she's cleaning the dishes or something, and Maddie's calling for my help real quick. So I'll be back on probably in like 10 minutes or so. If everyone wants to just hang out for a little bit, I'll be right back on. So let me go see what both of them are up to, and then I'll be back to answer more questions. Thank you for the super chat. Be back in 10 minutes.